ashver.com.
Hello, welcome to ashver.com. You are watching interesting video on how to accept and live happily with a workaholic husband. Does your husband work more than the regular 40-hour work week? Is he late for dinner a couple times a week because he works late? Does he bring his work home with him? If you answered yes to these questions, your husband is most probably a workaholic. In this article, you will learn how to accept your husband for who he is rather than try to change his ways. You will also gain an appreciation for his work and acceptance for why he decides to pull the ridiculously long hours that he does. You might also learn how to enhance your relationship without him dropping his workload. Some men feel that it is their duty to provide for their families. This might be one of the ways they measure success. If they can provide for their families, then they are succeeding at being a husband and father. This goes back to the hunter-gatherer mentality that we associate with the cavemen. Our husband, though hopefully more civilized than the deep proud people from our elementary school textbooks, are still similar to men all throughout history. They feel that they are there to provide and protect. By working ungodly hours, they feel that they are securing their family's future so they will be protected against the negative, unwanted aspects of life. Their kids will be able to attend college, wives will be able to have what they need to feel feminine and pretty, their house will be taken care of and comfortable. These men feel that they are there to take care of everyone and rarely lose sight of that. Your husband's job might be very demanding. His boss might have unreasonable expectations of his or her employees and pile on the workload with tight deadlines. Unless your husband is a glutton for punishment, this is a very stressful way to work. He might have to work the long hours in order to keep up with his job. Even though a lot of wives see their husbands as having no faults, your husband might actually be struggling at work. Demanding that he stop working the hours that he does will more than likely cause him to push back and shut you out. If you can't see what he's trying to do, even if he doesn't clearly explain it, he will see this as being disrespected. Maybe he's working a short-term project and the amount of hours won't be around. If your husband works as an hourly employee, working longer hours allows him to bring home more money. This is his way of providing for his family. He might not see the fact that he is missing out on precious time with his children. He might not see that you, as his wife, need him around so you feel loved. He is working those hours for you. Unless he takes all of his extra money and spends it on himself and his hobbies, chances are he is just trying to help his family get ahead in life. Maybe he grew up without much food in his house and he remembers how miserable it was and doesn't want his family to be that way. He feels that he is doing what he needs to do in order to stop that from happening. Understand that he isn't working all the extra hours to avoid you. He isn't cheating on you. He expects you to be understanding to all of his hours. He, too, should be understanding as to how his work affects you and the rest of your family as well. The key to any successful relationship is communication. If the amount of hours your husband is working bothers you, you must express this to him in a way that he can understand. If he feels like you are challenging his reasons for working so much, you will more than likely not get the outcome of the conversation that you wanted. If you come to him gently and simply ask why he puts in so many hours, he will probably explain it to you. This is when you, as a wife, need to keep an open mind. If he is struggling at work, be supportive of who he is and reassure him in other ways around the house. If he is trying to get ahead in life and you aren't on the verge of starving, remind him that money isn't. If things are falling behind at home and your honey-do list is being neglected, find a way to inquire about when these items will be accomplished. Rather than saying, you walk through that front door every day and you still haven't done anything to fix it. It's been sticking all 4 years that we've been in this house. Say, honey, I was wondering if you could at some point find the time to rehang the door. And then let it go. Give it a reasonable amount of time to get accomplished. If he still hasn't done anything about it a week, a month, a year later, simply ask, do you know when you might get around to rehanging the Do not nag. He probably has someone at work to do that to him. It is called a boss. You are called a wife. Nagging is viewed as emasculating and disrespectful. Where women need to feel loved in a relationship, men need to feel respected. Rather than harping on his shortcomings of not putting down the toilet seat, find things to praise him about without coming across as condescending. Number you never put the toilet seat down. How many times do I have to remind you to do that? It looks gross when you leave it up since you tend to shed your pubes on the rim. Who does that? Yes, honey, thanks for snuggling me in the middle of the night. It made me feel close to you. You work. You take care of the kids. You cook. You clean. You feel like you do everything. He feels like he has the weight of the world on his shoulders, too. Having a clutter-free house makes him feel like coming home is more of a treat than a chore. Even if you only have 15 minutes a day to devote to cleaning the house, use that 15 minutes like you're sprinting a race. If your house belongs on one of those extreme hoarders shows, after a couple of weeks of an intense 15-minute cleaning, you and he will start to see a difference. Soon, you will be able to use that 15 minutes for just upkeep of the clean house. Everyone will feel better. Tension will drop. You will feel as though you have accomplished something major. If you hate cleaning, set a timer, and when that timer goes off, stop clean. A few days a week, have the kids entertained with project or a movie when your husband comes home. Greet him at the door with a nice tumbler of scotch or an ice-cold beer. Take his shoes off for him. Make him feel like he is the king of his castle. Indulge him by listening to his day even if it bores the crap out of you. It is nice to be listened to, you know that. Give him that respect. It will go. A couple days a week have everyone help with the preparation of supper. Do something as a family. Maybe you could set up a taco bar. Have your husband dice tomatoes while you brown the meat. Have the kids grate the cheese or tear the lettuce with their clean, bare hands. Make your husband feel like he is a part of the family rather than just a nightly visitor. This will bolster a relationship between your husband and children. It will be a fun way to make memories too, even if everyone is tired from their days. The bits of closeness are beneficial to everyone. Some tips and tricks. Be understanding. Don't nag. Be patient. Don't forget that even though he isn't home, he still loves you. Thank you for watching this video. This channel offers motivational, inspirational, valuable and informative videos to soothe, cleanse and inspire your health, mind, body and spirit. You can find lot of interesting videos on wide range of topics here. Stay tuned and keep watching.